Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss Thuo, and if you're new here, you're welcome. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you find this video informative, please leave a comment down below and also share it with your friends. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about my experience living as a black person, or as a black woman, a black girl living in Thailand. And currently I'm not in Thailand, but I thought, why should I not give you my experiences, the experiences that I had in Thailand for the 4 years I got to stay in Thailand. And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this video, both positive and negative. And please don't come for me, because this is my personal experience. Your experience might be different, but this is a personal or general experience. And let's get into it. I moved into Thailand in 2016, and prior to me moving into Thailand, I never thought of researching or getting to watch videos of people like me who were living in Thailand at that particular time. So it never occurred in my mind like I should do that, or I don't know. YouTube was not a thing for me in 2016, but anyway, I got to go to Thailand, and experienced both positive and negative. But in general, Thailand is a very beautiful country. The people are so friendly and sweet, and it's a country that I would recommend anyone to go to. Either you're going there to visit or you're going there to teach. And so my first thing that I experienced in Thailand when I got there was staring. Like, everyone was literally staring at me. Starting at the airport, they will have that, like, those looks, like everyone was staring at me. Actually, I was not alone. I was with my friends we came from Kenya. I'm from Kenya, East Africa, and everyone was staring at us, and they had like these gossip like talks. Like, someone will stare at you, and then they will look at their maybe the person that they were sitting next to, and they would have like this gossip talk. And I found it really uncomfortable, because even after, like, someone is staring at you, and when you stare at them, to me, if you find me staring at you, I'll stare somewhere else, like I'll look back. But with Thai people, they continue staring at you, which I found really uncomfortable. But anyway, I guess most people who are in Thailand can attest to this, that Thai people like staring at foreigners, especially if you're a black person. Expect this. And number 2 was unnecessary touching and pictures. Like, you will be sitting somewhere, and someone will come over to you and start touching your hair, and trying to have selfie with you. And actually, there's this time I was still new in Thailand, and this child came to me and rubbed her hands over my skin. Like, I don't know what she was thinking, but she rubbed off her hands over my skin, and then she was like staring at her hands, trying to, like, I don't know if she thought it was dirt or something. And also we had adults who could do that, and they had this like question, why are you black, why are you like this, is it that hot in Africa or something like that. And also people will take photos of you even without asking. Like you'll be in a bus, you'll be in a train, and someone is like will take their phones and like, oh sorry, and like try to take photos of you. And number 3 experience was this is a positive one. Thai people are so kind and generous. Let me tell you, if you're a foreigner, and this applies to both black people and white people, Caucasian, wherever you are, as long as you're a foreigner, these people are so generous and kind. A Thai person will give you food. A Thai person will give you free ride. Like someone will find you on the way. Like me, I was used to walking short distances, like from my house to the market. It was normal for me to walk, but on my way to market, someone will like spot me walking, and they would come with their motorbikes or their car, and they would offer free rides to me. Like, oh, it's hot, oh, don't walk that much, come, let me give you a free ride. And sometimes they'll give you a free ride, and then through the market, go take you to the market, take you around. Especially if they would speak English, they'll feel like, I'm responsible for this person. They'll take you around the market, help you buy what you need, and sometimes end up buying things for you for free. So Thai people are generous and kind, which is really good of them, and I learned a lot from that, because despite who you are, despite your skin color, they are still generous and kind to you. The other thing that I experienced was about hair care. Okay, so you see, with us black women, one day you're putting on a wig, the next day you're having braids, the next day you're having your normal hair. And like especially my students used to have this question every now and then, teacher, why is your hair long? What did you do to your hair? Because when I wear my braids, maybe I'll put like long braids, they'll be like, how comes your hair became long overnight? And then when I go with my natural hair, they will be like, teacher, did you cut your hair, or what happened? How do you wash your hair? Why is your hair like this curly? Such kind of questions. And also it's really hard for you to find like hair products for yourself. It's either you buy online, which sometimes it's very expensive, or you buy them from other black women or black people who have bought those products from their country and brought them to Thailand, and they resell them there, which is also a bit expensive. So if you're planning to move into Thailand or Southeast Asia in general, please make sure you pack some of your hair care products with you that can take you at least for 1 year or some few months before you settle in and know how to go about it. Another experience that I got to have is assumptions. Like everyone assumes just because you're black, you're from Africa, and the reason why you're black is because Africa is hot. Okay, actually Thailand is really hot. They don't have like cold season. It's rainy season and hot season throughout the year, and sometimes degrees goes up to 40 degrees, which is actually too high for us, because like in Kenya, the highest we've ever experienced heat was around 30 degrees or 29, you know, and that is some parts of Kenya, not all part of Kenya that would experience that kind of heat. So you had to explain to them like, Africa is not hot. Africa is not like very, very hot as you think, and we are not black because we are from Africa where the weather is really hot, so we get burned and we turn to like chocolate or something. I don't know how to call it. And we had to, like, I had to explain to them, like, you know, we are born black, that's how we are. Even if I give, for example, I give birth in Thailand, but prior to that I used to explain to them, like, I'm going to give birth in Thailand, okay, and my son or my daughter will still be black, not because he was born in Thai, but because he's black. Okay, this is all about genes, it's not about weather or something. So another thing I got to experience in Thailand was food. Okay, food. So I'm this person from East Africa, Kenya, where we're not so much into spicy food, right? We are not so much into spicy food. We are not too much into street food. We're people who make food from home. Okay, it's normal for us. Okay, you can go outside and have some street food, and you can go to and out and eat, like you can have a dinner out or eat outside, but most of the time we cook our meals. Where in Thailand is a bit different, because you'll find a family will prefer to go out to the market and buy ready-made food and bring it home and eat. Okay, and most of their food are very spicy, really spicy. If you're not a spicy kind of person, it will be very hard for you to, before you get used to it, because their food are either spicy, either sour or sweet, because I guess every food they cook, they'll have to add sugar in it, and they'll have to add chili in it. But they have like the best street food. We have this salad, it's called somtam. It's kind of unripe papaya with some chili, really spicy, and how do you call it, with this sugar, it's I don't know, I forgot the name, but it's really nice. And that was one of my favorite food in Thailand. And it's something that I got to experience that is really different from where I come from as a black person from East Africa. Okay, so the next thing is our language. So most of Thai people don't speak English. Very few of them would speak English, and even those who can communicate in English prefer not speaking English, because they have this culture, or I don't know, yeah, I call it a culture, like they fear being embarrassed. Okay, so they'll rather not speak and someone else laugh because of their accent or their pronunciation. So they'll rather speak in Thai. And sometimes someone will come to you thinking or just assuming, just because you're in Thailand, you should be speaking in Thai. Okay, so someone will come to you and start speaking to you in Thai, expecting you to reply to them, of which sometimes you're not understanding anything, you know. But as you continue to live in Thailand, you will get to learn their language, because it's not like that much difficult. But in your initial stay in Thailand, you'll find it a bit hard for you, because even in school where you're teaching, very few people are speaking in English, even teachers. So it becomes really hard, a challenge, but anyway, you get used to it with time. So is there anything else that I've experienced that I've forgotten to talk about? I guess that is the most, those are the most experiences, or most common experiences that I got to have when I was teaching and living in Thailand. And I guess That's it. But generally, Thai people are beautiful. The country is so beautiful, and we have so many tourists from all over. But as a black person, especially if you're living in the rural areas, you'll find like you're the only black person in that community, and everyone, you'll be the talk of the village. Anywhere you go, everyone will be like having these talks, gossip talks about you, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, don't get me wrong, not the gossip in a bad way, but just because you're different, okay? They'll find you different. And not like they are not black Thai people. We have black Thai people who have even darker shades maybe than us. But for you being a foreigner, it's I don't know, it's a wow thing for them. And I guess that will be the end of this video. I'm planning to do more videos on my experience in Thailand. I'm planning also on doing a story time or my experience of giving birth in Thailand, like being a parent and working and all that stuff in Thailand, which is really nice. And I'm sure you would love to hear about that. So if you'd love to hear about that, please leave a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Give this video a thumbs up, and let me see you in our next video. Bye bye.